I grew up from a broken family. My dad was an alcoholic and a drug addict. My parents got divorced when I was very young. I was separated from my mom and dad, and I lived with another family, which was not easy. As I grew up, I became bitter, confused, and I was frustrated with my life. And I began to look for love in all the wrong places. I became an alcoholic. I got addicted to pornography. I got into unhealthy physical relationships with women. And I would often get into fights, both physically and verbally, with people simply because I was broken inside. I was very insecure about my identity and worth. Because of my dad's addiction, I was ashamed, and I would never acknowledge the fact that I was my father's son. I also struggled with fear, and I would often feel the presence of demons every time before I go to sleep at night. I was not at all serious or interested about God, and I didn't want anything to do with the church. In 2013, I got into a fight with some guys and I was beaten up. For the first time in my life, I could really feel what my heart was feeling. It was empty and it was broken. I realized how much I need Jesus in my life, and that became the turning point of my life. In 2014 January, I went to Faith Harvest Church and gave my life to Jesus that very day itself. And everything from that moment changed. I was delivered from all my addictions and fears. I began to understand my identity as a son. And I didn't have to strive for love and acceptance anymore. And from that moment onwards, God confirmed the call in my life to serve Him in full-time ministry. So I began to apply for Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry at Redding, California. I did not have the finances or the resources to go and study abroad. But God miraculously and supernaturally not only opened the doors for me to go, but He also provided the finances for me, and I was able to complete my 3 years course at BSSM. God has also restored my relationship with my dad. And not only that, He delivered my dad from all his addictions, and he is completely free today. Amen. I no longer feel ashamed to talk about my dad. In fact, I'm proud to be his son. God completely turned my life around for the better. He gave me so much more than I could ever ask for. I even got married, and today both me and my wife serve as youth and young adults pastors in our church, that is Faith Harvest Church for you.